Alright, so this will be part 3 of our playthrough of Super Metroid. So today we will be focusing on exploring the new section that we left off last time. That was the Norfair. And most of it's actually going to be about housekeeping. And what I mean is we're mostly going to be collecting items that we're going to need later on in the game. Mostly because, as you'll see, in Norfair, that's actually Ridley's lair, so to speak. But it will be unaccessible to us, even though it's the next portion of the map we're in. And you'll see what I mean in just a sec, but let's just start up the game, and let's go. So, left off last time at the save room down here in Norfair. Okay, so the first room we're going to want to explore is the one we couldn't explore earlier because of the high heat. This one right here. And that floor is the first one that you can kind of see that there's actually a lot of hidden passages throughout this map. Break down that door. Alright, let's get rid of you, buddy. Okay, so as you can see, right now we're doing just fine, not taking any damage from the heat in Norfair. But from what I was talking about earlier is that we're still going to take some damage from the lava here. You can see we are burning to a crisp. And later on in the game, we're going to need what's called the gravity suit in order to bypass the damage that we take from being inside the lava. There is an item I want to collect right here, only because I know it exists there. As a speedrunner, I always use what's called the X-ray scope that I get later on in the game to see that there's items hidden throughout the map. And there's actually a hidden set of missiles down here. Right there, actually, as you can see. You would use that X-ray scope to basically look at every single room to see if there's any hidden items. And some missiles specifically, they'll be in the weirdest spots that you can imagine. This one right here, for sure. Oh boy, no. I'm burning. There we go. Yeah, like some of them are just in the weirdest spots throughout the game, especially here in Norfair. So when you get the X-ray scope later on in the game, it's definitely worth a visit to practically every room you've been to before to see if there's any hidden items. And most of these enemies, they're not even worth the trouble of trying to fight. These seahorse things, especially, they die with a super missile, and it's not worth spending your super missiles on these guys. It's not even worth the trouble to go to. See, you can't even actually kill them. And here we are in one of the other rooms. This little platform right here, you can actually blow up with a power bomb when you get them later on in the game. Kind of creates a little shortcut to go down here. you can see, there's a little bug thing kind of crawling around some of the blocks over here. So you can obviously tell there's probably a hidden passage somewhere. Let's get this missile right here. And then I'll pretty much make it obvious for you. There's actually a little hidden block right here. And then I'll be perfectly honest, I don't exactly know Norfair too well. It's one of those areas that I never really bothered exploring until I was already in, so there's that. What was over here? I believe there's a recharge station down here. Oh yeah, there is. So these little critters, they fly out of the lava every so often. There's about 5 of them, so you can kill them every time, and you can instantly get some health or missiles if you need them. And we can't go back out through that way, there's no point. Over here, there's these guys, not even worth the trouble, so don't even bother with them, at least not yet. So let's just go back up. And then this is the long corridor you can see on our map. That's that long corridor where we encountered those like insect things that drain your energy. And so we're not even gonna bother with it. You need the speed booster in order to break through these blocks, so it's not even worth going here. So let's just go back. Alright, so our only real way is pretty much down from here. I believe this is also another recharge room. Yeah. So we get those insects again, kill them, kind of just recharge on like weapons or energy if we really need it. Okay, and then as you can see, there's this like weird lava head thing poking out right down the side. Don't even bother with him. You can't really kill them. And yep, they just spew out lava whenever you get close by them. So don't even bother with them. Try to get some height though when you get close to them, because they go based off of how high you are next to them. I believe this next section down here, yeah, this should be Ridley's lair. So as you can see, I'll tell you on the map, but as you can see, we can't even access this door yet. Guaranteed, that takes you over to where Ridley is laired in this map. We are not even going to get close to that at this point in the game. It is just, he's the last boss basically you've beat, so we're not even going to be close enough to getting to him right now. But yeah, that's how you know where Ridley's at for future references. A little hidden passageway right there. I'm taking damage. Ow. And then this next part right here, it's kind of a little tricky part. So once you get on that flying platform, you're gonna get these things blocking your way if you try to get close to them. So what you're gonna do is you're gonna vertical jump over these set of spikes, and or you could somersault jump. Don't matter. It's easier to kind of vertical jump and kind of just direction Samus on there. Or you could do the somersault jumping, but you gotta be really careful about how you do it. Me, like I said, I like somersault jumping a little bit more just because I feel it's easier on me. Oh, and then those horse or seahorse things, they're hidden in every crater in this room. So every crater like that, there's a set of them. So as we jump over here, there's one right there. And then this next room right here is actually connected to this door up here. So for this next part, you definitely want to come through this door up here. Okay, and then we're gonna do our jumps just very carefully. We don't want to get hit by those guys. Alright, and then this next part right here in this room, there's two ways to go about it. There's the easy way, but the longer way, which is grabbing the grapple hook item and grappling using these blocks right here in order to reach the other side. Or you can do the speedrunner way, which is essentially take a lot of damage, but getting your reward much faster. And what you're going to do is essentially going to jump from here, and you're going to wall jump at the very end. So I'll show you right now. I'll build up some speed to get to the other side. And there we go. Which I believe the next item we should have should be the wave beam. Yeah, there we go. Okay, so wave beam upgrade, it basically allows you to shoot through walls and shoot through solid objects. So here, let's just show you an example. Yeah, see how I'm shooting through the bottom now? We can easily shoot through solid objects now. I don't remember if there was a hidden item anywhere here. I don't believe so. Yeah, I don't believe there was a hidden item in this room specifically. Yeah, that's where the wave beam comes in handy too. You can easily shoot practically in every direction through walls in order to see if there's hidden items. Let's see. That's where the wave beam comes in handy. Okay, so remember how I said there was those seahorse things that are basically hiding in these blocks? Yeah, see how I'm damaging it? Yeah, that's where the wave beam comes in handy. And then I believe there was one more right there. Alright, so we did a lot of damage on that part. Let's move on. Okay, so now we're back in the room where we got the missile earlier. It's actually down there. I can't really scroll past that. But there's a second part to this room as well. The next part is going to be focusing on getting the speed booster. Okay, so now we shoot these guys. Okay, so now that we have the wave beam, we can pretty much shoot in any direction to see if there's hidden passages. Obviously, there's one right here. So let's go up. Recharge with some items. And that should be about it. And just like I said, keep using that wave beam to shoot through the roof, see if we find any hidden items. And there's one right there, one that I'm already aware of. So now we grab our speed booster. So basically, all you have to do is pretty much hold the run button while you're sprinting, and you're gonna sprint a lot faster now. And there's pretty much nothing left in that room right there, so it's not really worth going back. Okay, we come back out the way we came. And then for this next part, you definitely want to get rid of a lot of the enemies that are flying around. They will get in your way very much for this next part. So make sure all the enemies are pretty much defeated in this room right here, which they are. So normally, in order to access this next room, you need the grapple hook and grapple onto those blocks you saw earlier up there. But because I like to not waste too much time, I'm actually going to bypass that. And once again, we're going to be relying on wall jumping in order to get up to that next door. This one requires a lot of more precision wall jumping though, so it might take a little bit, so you'll see what I mean. Let's try it. Yeah, see, I'm trying to jump onto that ledge right there. Come on, let's try this again. Almost. You have to like jump at the perfect time. Alright, come on, Samus, we can do this. Almost. Alright, come on. I know I can do this. Ooh. Almost, we're almost there. You have to like jump at the right height too, that's the problem. So, right about here. I'm not giving up. I know I can do it. If I take more than 5 minutes, I'm just gonna come back to it later. I'm like hitting the ledge, but she doesn't want to jump. That's the problem. There we go. Yeah, see, normally you have to use those blocks right there with the grapple beam in order to get up here, but we can pretty much bypass that. So as you can see, there's a missile right there. Like I said, pretty much in every room you want to shoot off your wave beam in practically every direction to see if there's maybe some hidden items. And there we have one right there that I was already made aware of as well. So naturally, you're gonna assume there must be a hidden room somewhere. This next part right now, you definitely don't want to shoot all these blocks right here. Will you stop? At least not all of them, and I'll explain why in a bit. Especially this one right here with this like insect thing running around it. Oh my gosh, would you guys stop? There we go. Okay, so we have another reserve tank. Reason I was saying not to shoot the one with the insect running around it that fast is that's actually a hidden missile. So if you shoot at it, yeah, you'll get the missile, but it'll make it to where you don't have a kind of like a ledge to land on. So we can take this path right now early on if we really want to. You'll take some considerable damage if you're new to this. If not, I would just highly suggest waiting until you get the grapple beam and the X-ray scope in order to hit this next part of the map. Other than that though, for the most part, if you're a speedrunner, you can easily get this next part that easily. And then this room up here, there's nothing really much to it. That's actually just a save room. So let's go ahead and save our progress. And now we can go down to the room where we were at earlier. The one that required us to use the speed booster. So let's go back down here. See, now that we have that wave beam, we can easily shoot through these rocks to get rid of these enemies just a little bit faster. Excuse me. I believe, yeah, we keep on heading this way. Okay, so we could easily go ahead right now, but I already know where that door leads. It's the long corridor with those leeches that suck your energy. And all that really takes you is back towards the other save room where we started this video from. So I'm actually going to head back down here. And there's a specific reason for that. First off, I definitely want to recharge on my energy that I lost in that room. Plus, because we got a second reserve tank from the whole process, I now have 2 extra energy tanks I can rely upon. And it is full, so now we go back out. Oh wait, no, I feel like I've already been here. No, I'm going the right way, Okay, so let's just... come on. Okay, so now I believe it was this room. Yeah. Wait. Wow, I am an idiot. I think I just did a full circle. Yes, I did, didn't I? Yep. I did not mean to come this way. Okay, let's... Wow. Yeah, I did not mean to come this way. Wow. Okay. Scratch that. We're going back. So you'll find yourself having to go back and forth a lot because of that shit. It's just trial and error with the game sometimes. Like I said, I'm not very familiar with Norfair all too good, so I'll definitely be going back and forth a lot in this area. It was this room. Oh wow, I feel like an idiot. Okay, so we're gonna shoot through the door and refill on some much needed energy. Okay, so you see how I couldn't shoot into here earlier because the little switch is on the other side? Well, now we can actually shoot through the door in order to get to it. So now we can access these things from the other side. Okay, and now we have more upgraded space pirates. I don't believe even with the wave beam we can kill them. Oh wait, no, yes we can. The wave beam is the upgrade you need in order to kill these new upgraded space pirates. So yeah, there's another reason why to get the wave beam earlier. Okay, so now we go back down even further. I believe this room right here should be the energy recharge station. Yeah. Okay, so let's see where this room takes us to. I don't know where you lead to, but I'm curious. So, since I don't have the grapple beam, I'm actually going to take a huge risk and see. Oh boy. Yeah, make sure those paw things do not grab you at all, or you're going to be in for a really long, night. Okay, so I'm pretty certain that's a hidden passage, but I'm pretty certain it's a passage I've already been in before. Yep, there it is. So yeah, you can see there's a lot of hidden passages throughout Norfair. Some kind of just lead you back around to where you came from. I'm actually going to use my 2 reserve tanks that I have right here. Or not, I guess? Let's see. I definitely want to use those. Okay, so it looks like I can really only switch between automatic and manual. So I guess I'll just keep them on auto for right now. I should have 2 tanks show up if I lose all my life energy. So let's keep going down this way. Yeah, there we go. So as you can see, those reserve tanks, they kick in automatically. And yep, that was a huge risk. Okay, so good thing we saved on that. Or did we? Yeah, we saved on that. Okay, good. Okay, so you can easily see there's some risk to the game as well as the reward. So let's go back down over here. Oh, good thing I actually saved on that last one. Alright, so let's just go back to where we left off. I do believe I had the second reserve tank. Yes, okay, so we really didn't lose much progress on that. Okay, we're back in the room with the space pirates. Please get out of my way, sir. Really not gonna try with them. Okay, as you remember, this is the energy recharge room. Don't need it, and we already know where that room is, so we're not even gonna bother going down that way. So let's just keep on heading this way. We're not gonna even worry about you seahorses. Okay, so I know for sure this next room right here is a mini boss. And then a little side note: whenever you encounter these like plant things that shoot off these little like thorn things, make sure to kill them because they actually recharge your super missiles whenever you kill them. Yeah, see? So whenever you see them, make sure to kill them because they are guaranteed super missile recharge. And obviously we have a save room right here. Alright, so let's go down to the next boss, or the mini boss rather. And he's actually not that hard, and I'll show you what I mean. Okay, same thing with like grade 2. You want to aim for his mouth Charged shot will give you a pretty decent amount to him to backing up. If you really want him to back up a lot, though, you want to make sure you shoot him with the super missiles. Yeah, you're gonna get moments where he comes out and you're like nothing. That's the goal of this mini boss, basically to back him up into the lava. Oh, poor thing. Yeah, that's right. Die in the lava. So if you keep on going this way, you'll actually see those air bubbles still coming up from him. Alright, so we can't leave. And he's pretty much dead. So yes, he's like a fun little mini boss. Okay, so this next part right here, we're gonna do a combination of a speed boost run plus a wall jump. You can get this item later in the game. It's an energy tank. Normally you would use the grapple beam in order to use these hooks right here to get to it, but because I don't want to waste too much time, especially with the grapple beam, I am just gonna speed run it. So as soon as you see this ledge right here, that's kind of where you want to make your jump. Alright, so let's try it. And there we go. Yeah, it takes about a little bit of practice to do that, but it's very doable. You just have to kind of know when to jump. The reason I did the speed boost is because you see how much damage I took on that initial coming back. It's too much damage you'll probably take in order to try to get there, like regular jumping, plus trying to do the wall jump over there, because the wall jump itself, it takes some practice to get used to. I'm just gonna open that up for future sakes. Just gonna jump this. Oh, don't want to get burned. Okay, so I know this next part now. This next part is gonna basically focus on us getting the power bomb. Which I believe it's past this door right here. Okay, yep, there it is. So, power bomb is pretty much exactly what it sounds like, where a normal bomb is just a little tiny explosion. A power bomb is a full explosion in the whole room. And so power bombs usually open doors that are either yellow, or they break doors down that have the same symbol as it. And this room right here I believe is a save room as well. I'm not too sure. Yeah, save room. Okay, so we got our power bomb. We're gonna go even further down now. There's no point going into this room, mostly because of two reasons. One is this right here. We can't break down this wall. We need to use a super missile in order to get to it. And the super missiles, they can't go through solid objects like the wave beam can. So really, this door here is no point in going through. So we're just gonna keep on going further down. And this room, I believe, has another set of missiles we can grab, if I remember correctly. Yeah, here we go. So the way this room works is you want to make your movements as soon as that lava rises or lowers. So we didn't really take too much damage. So that's pretty easy. Okay, so this next part is pretty straightforward. I believe these are where the power bombs. Okay, so now as you can see, you definitely want to use your power bomb in any room that has these symbols on their blocks. As you see that, clear the whole entire vicinity. Yeah, so this next part, you need to use a combination of speed boost in order to break those blocks. That's how those blocks work. And then because I've sped run through this game multiple times, I already know there's a missile up there that's waiting for us to be collected. You can easily get that missile if you really want to using the grapple beam, which is actually the next item we're gonna get right now. And you can use the grapple beam in order to grapple onto those flying guys you saw me pass by. Me though, I am actually going to focus on using a combination of the speed boost plus the wall jump in order to reach it though. So see what I mean? And then this is actually a perfect time to talk about a hidden ability with a speed boost. So when you use the speed boost, when you build up the shadows you see right there, you want to press down just slightly when you build up those shadows, and it will actually give you a powered up jump. So let's try this. So it charges up for about 5 seconds, I believe. So what you could do when it's charged up, you could use it to jump up. It'll take about a little bit of damage, or you use it to do a diagonal jump by pressing the diagonal up button. So the way we're going to do it is we're going to use this to go directly up. I believe it should take me directly up there. Nope. Okay, so there we go. Okay, there's obviously there's usually a hidden passage right here, I believe. I believe it's right here. Yep, there we go. Sometimes those hidden passages, they won't even show themselves. You kind of have to like find them. But we're gonna use a speed boost next to basically get out of this ledge right here. And then we're actually gonna use the diagonal jump. I don't even think it was enough. No. Okay, so instead of using the diagonal jump, we're just gonna somersault jump this like a ramp essentially. So let's just do this. Yeah, there we go. Alright, so now we have the grapple beam, so now we can use that to grapple onto those blocks you saw earlier. And then I already know there's nothing really in this room, so there's really no point in trying to like shoot at every direction. So now we go over to the grapple beam, we do a somersault jump, and then we point up while shooting it off. And then we have to hold the fire button when we have it. Alright, so we can easily swing going left and right. And then if you want to get a better jump, what you do is you hold down on the down button, and it actually increases the length of your wave or your grapple beam. So now you can even get a bigger jump going on. Okay, so, and also remember how I said Samus really doesn't do well with water? Yeah, see, right now her movements are very slowed in water, so that's why the grapple beam comes in handy a lot. Ow. Okay, so now we're gonna grab onto those blocks you just saw. And that's pretty much how the grapple beam works. Alright, so now, this is what I like about these next couple of rooms too. The devs really wanted to make sure that you could learn how to use the grapple beam in a controlled environment, which is what I like whenever you have that. Because see, especially when you go into water, see how Samus has very slow movements. And then when you try to wall jump, she can't really wall jump in underwater. Yeah. So yeah, there's a lot of attention to detail in these next couple of rooms, which is what I like when it comes to certain games. Alright, so now let's get back up to the surface. We're going to use the grapple beam, and we're going to try to make sure we avoid the water. Alright, so now it's the next part. We don't really care about what's down there. There's nothing really down there worth mentioning. So we're just going to use the grapple beam. And then if you want to make long distance jumps, you pull down the down button and do that swinging motion. If you want more controlled, accurate jumps, you would make sure to keep the grapple beam as close to the blocks as possible. So see how that goes? Yeah, see? But if you want a more controlled, or rather, if you want a longer jump, that's when you hold down, or rather push down. You don't have to hold down. But yeah, that's where you want longer jumps, is Samus having the grapple beam all the way down. They won't be as controlled as the short end of it, but they'll get you where you need to go if you're really trying to get some distance. Right, so let's go back over here. Super missile, and that's it. That's the last bit of this area that we needed to explore. So let's go back up. Recharge on our items. Pretty much good. We don't need them anymore. Okay, so now we have the grapple beam. So now we go back over here. And then, like I said, this is where you would have normally used the grapple beam over here. So you can do a combination of this. You can use a speed booster and then point up with the grapple beam in order to get you that distance. So in rooms like this is where you want the grapple beam to be lowered all the way down in order to get a lot of a good distance jump. See? That's how you would have normally grabbed that, but we already got it because of, because we already had experience with this. I am not good with this today. Okay, so now, let's get out of here. We're gonna keep on heading up. No point in dealing with him right now. I don't believe there was anything in this room. No, you know what? No, I think there was some missiles in this room. Okay, so we use our grapple beam. And that should be the lead right there. Yep, yeah, it looks like a couple of just missiles. Okay, so this next room right here actually takes us back to the elevator shaft room where we initially entered Norfair from. And then to me personally, I don't like this idea over here, is this door having the power bomb as a requirement to open. Reason why I say that is because there's nothing really special in this room. It's just a map room. Okay, so as you can see, we've already explored a good chunk of Norfair just doing all that. There's still a couple of rooms we get to explore, which we will do right now. But as you can see, Ridley himself is in a whole other section of Norfair that we are not even close to getting just yet. Right now, for this video, we're mostly focusing on getting the necessary items we're going to need in order to get to the room where he's even going to be located in. Okay, so let's continue on. Okay, so now that we have the speed booster, we're definitely going to want to use it in this room. So we can easily speed through these. Right now, I would highly suggest not using the power bombs for a very specific reason. We're going to keep on going into this room over here. And I believe this is where the ice beam is located in the game. So as you can see, you see those critters coming out of that little pocket? Obviously there's a hidden room right there that we want to explore. Okay, so let's blow through that. The way we do this next part, all we gotta do is really just, when we go left, we immediately hold the right button when we drop. Same thing, and then same thing. Yeah, it's the ice beam. And the ice beam is really handy in practically every sense of the word. So you see those annoying enemies that were just shooting at us? They are no longer going to be a threat, especially with the wave beam equipped, because with the wave beam we can shoot through solid walls. So as you can see, we easily freeze them over, and then the ice beam itself doesn't last for too long. It just makes sure they are quietly sitting in place to not bother us anymore. And then this next room actually teaches you how to use the ice beam in a controlled environment. So you see how that little spongy thing is jumping up? You want to make sure you freeze it when it's all the way up. So it gives you a little ledge in order to stand on. Alright, so bada bing, bada boom. Alright, so now we know how to use the ice beam. Now we definitely want to go down here where I initially said to not use the power bombs earlier. I believe there should be another set of power bombs somewhere here. So as you can see, the ice beam freezes enemies in their place once, and then usually with a second shot, you should be able to kill them easily. Oh, I remember this room. Oh. So this room right here, for sure, every ledge is basically breakable. So the minute you step on it, it instantly breaks. Me being the gamer that I am, I already know there's a hidden missile right there. And it's kind of a hard one to get if you're not really experienced. The way I like to do it, the little insect that's crawling around, I like to freeze it first. And that's how you get it. Yeah, so see, every ledge after this, they're all breakable. Yeah, like I said, once you get that X-ray scope later in the game, it's gonna be very handy. So I believe this next part. Okay. So as you can see, you have a full line of direction you can use with Samus with that speed booster. This is actually gonna take us to a previous room we were just in. So you're gonna see right now. Yeah, that room definitely does look familiar, doesn't it? Yeah, you're gonna see there's a lot of going back and forth with Norfair, which makes it just a little bit annoying, but not too bad. Okay, so now I believe we've pretty much done everything we can do up until this point here in Norfair. So we've already got the power bombs, the grapple beam, and the ice beam, and the wave beam. So there's really nothing else for us to collect down here, at least in terms of direction of the game. So we're actually gonna go back up the elevator shaft. If I remember correctly, there should have been a room over here where you can use that power bomb. I believe it was right here. Okay, so this is gonna be the next harder part. There's a hidden, well, you can go about it one of two ways. There's an item you get much later in the game called the spring ball. So when you go into your morph ball mode, it basically allows you to jump extra high in order to make this jump right here. Or there's another ability you can use, which is called bomb jumping. So when you get into your bomb, what you do is place one here to get the initial jump, and then you would place one up on top like that and keep on spamming that until Samus gets sort of like a good rhythm of jumps going with the bombs. Yeah, so see, it's a little hard, but you can kind of get the rhythm down once you kind of feel it. So now we got that hidden missile. And I believe that should have been the last item that was hidden in Kraid's lair here. So now we're gonna go back out. And at this point, that's pretty much all it is. Just basic housekeeping for hidden items throughout the map. Okay, we're not really gonna do anything here in Meridia just yet. We're gonna do that much later in the game. So right now we're gonna continue onward back to Criteria. And this is where the ice beam comes in handy. Is these little claw things. You can easily freeze them so they don't annoy you. Alright, so now with the ice beam, what we couldn't do before, we can do now. Now we can actually go back up this long shaft. So you kind of have to like make your predictions right about where these guys are gonna end up. Okay, so now you see that yellow door right there. As you can see, we need a power bomb to even reach it, so we're gonna set one down. And then this is probably the longest room in the game where you can easily die. Because one, you don't want to kill those insect things that are giving you light. I mean, you can if you really want to, but then they really diminish your eyesight. So instead, you just want to freeze them. You don't want to kill them, but you want to freeze them. That way they don't move around too much. And then down there, there's nothing really special to get, so we're gonna skip even going down there at all. Alright, so we're gonna do these controlled jumps. Trying to avoid those claw things. Same thing down there, there's nothing worth getting down there. Alright, so you see how there's that right there? Definitely want to get into our ball. Use a bomb in order to make this thing go up. So yeah, these like wall things, they react to basically any type of damage dealt to them. So a simple bomb can easily make them go up and down, or a shot from your gun. We keep on going left, and we come across our next upgrade, which is the X-ray scope. Okay, so now we hit select, go to our X-ray scope, and what you do is you hold down on your sprint button, and it will give you a full access view of every hidden crevice in the room you're in. So as you can see, those are invisible blocks right there, and you can see right here the trail they lead with. So obviously there's something hidden over here. So there's a block we can destroy right there. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna set down a regular bomb, and we're gonna set one up there as well. Or can we? No. Okay. So we have to set a bomb right here, and then place one at the top right there. We'll come back down here. Alright. So there's a little hidden elevator right there, and that's pretty much it. As you can see, there's nothing really else in this room right here. That's pretty much it for it. So now we can easily get out of here. We're gonna skip those guys. We're not even gonna deal with them. Oh boy. That's another thing too. If you get dealt some damage, you can easily run on the spikes for about maybe a second before you get dealt even more damage. Like I said, these guys, shoot to freeze, but don't shoot to kill. Definitely want the room to be lit up so you can see. I already know there's power bomb blocks over there, so we'll just destroy them with that. Okay, and then technically we can continue exploring criteria, or not criteria, but Brinstar towards this direction, but I'm actually going to save that for just a little bit later. There's a specific reason for that. Okay, so we're actually going to continue going up this shaft right here. So now you can see we have the high jump boots, we can easily access this shaft. So then this next part requires you to freeze these flying enemies going around. The good thing is, they're indestructible to regular shots, so you don't have to worry about killing them. Alright, is there anything here worth mentioning? No, I don't believe so. Okay, so let's continue on. Use our X-ray scope. So you can see there's nothing really important here. You want to make sure you stay away from these Venus flytraps. The minute you set foot in them, they will deal you damage. And then what's worse is some of them produce these little bug things that fly out of them. So we can use that as a little recharge station if we really want to. Okay, so we are set. I don't care about you. I don't think there was anything hidden in this room. Okay, so let's keep on pressing forward. Okay, so as you can see, we've been locked out from coming back in. So definitely, that long shaft is an area we don't want to skip, or we don't want to go to immediately when we go into this red room. We use our X-ray scope again. Anytime you see like weird blocks like these, definitely want to shoot at them because there almost always will be a hidden passage. So now, since we have our X-ray scope, we can see there are definitely some blocks we can destroy right there. Back down here. Ouch. Destroy that. Don't think there's anything hidden here. Okay, so there's nothing hidden here, so let's keep on going on ahead. Okay, let's take a look again. Nothing hidden here. Let's take a look again. Aha, see? So there's definitely a hidden passage right here you want to destroy. And then the good thing about the X-ray scope is it actually lets you see what's inside the power-up. So this one reveals a power bomb too. We'll get down to our morph ball. See a missile right here, and I believe that should have been it. I'm not exactly too sure. I don't think there was anything hidden after this part. Yeah, that should have been it. Okay, so now we can easily get back out of this room. There's nothing really worth mentioning here now. So like I was saying earlier, those Venus flytraps, if you get caught in them, they will attack you. And they are really hard to get out of. They give you about maybe like a split second to allow you to escape, but that's about it. I'm actually gonna skip that save room for right now. So let's go into this next room right here. So yeah, obviously the bigger the enemy is, the harder it is to kill them. And then, since there's nothing in this room you can tell, there's probably something hidden. So we're gonna use our X-ray beam and see if we can find like a hidden passage somewhere. Aha! See how there's super missiles, or rather, power bombs right here. You can actually see there's actually a hidden passage right here within that Venus flytrap. Okay, so we use a power bomb. And there's another power bomb right there. I don't believe there was any more hidden passages in this room. That should have been it. So yeah, as you can see, the X-ray scope, it does take a lot of time to use in between traveling. Oh my gosh. This is the one reason I hate using the high jump boots in this room, as the ceiling. I don't think there was anything else hidden in here. Oh, what do you know? There actually is. Where do you lead to? Oh, we can't even access it anyway. Okay, so let's go back over here. So as you can see, there's definitely a lot of hidden rooms throughout the game. Some just take you by complete surprise. Okay, so we should be... Yeah, we're basically back on the surface of the planet, essentially, if I remember correctly. So we're back at Criteria. Use a power bomb. Okay, so... And I believe if we go out through this door, we come across the starting point of when we first arrived. Yep, there it is. So we are back on the surface of the planet. So now we can explore this area just a little bit more. There's not really too much out here. There's maybe 2 rooms in particular that you need to really visit when you go to this area. One for sure is over here, as you can see. And then I'm gonna be focusing on that one for right now. Alright, so the way you want to get up there, we're gonna use that speed boost. And then right when you get to right here, this ledge right here, that's definitely when you want to push down on your speed boost, and then we're gonna direction up like this using the R button in order to push up like that. Yep, there we go. So we are up here, and I believe it should just be some missiles. Oh, we got more seahorse things. Oh no, it's power bomb. And I don't believe there was anything hidden in here either. Alright, so there's another portion of this map that we can actually go to. It's gonna be on the other side. The way to get over there, you're actually gonna do a speed run out here, and you're gonna jump off this ledge right here before you complete that speed run. I believe it should be up here. Yeah, it should be up here somewhere if I remember. So we're gonna place a power bomb. Up there it is. And that's where the hidden door's at. You can come back to it later though. It's actually getting pretty late, so I'm actually going to stop progress right here, and just like before, we're gonna use this ship in order to save our progress. The best part about using the ship as a save point though, it actually recharges all your missiles and your health when you use it as a save point. Alright, and with that, we are going to conclude our stream today.